Epilepsy Portal. Uh, I'm Elena, and
Zena
this is
said hi.
Virginia. And
Zena just
our
said
dog wants to say hi.
No, she already said hi. She went meow.
Oh, she's
See?
gonna be whining. So I'm sorry, but somebody wants to be involved when I'm excited and I'm talking in excitement. She always wants to be there. So I'm gonna involve her. No, no, no. Go down. No, no, no. You go back.
You have to let her off the leash.
Come here, Mama. You go with Mommy on the bed. Go. Good girl.
Okay, good girl.
Yes. Okay, so uh,
Okay, come. Okay, lay down.
today we are going to be talking about emotional support in these difficult times, which are the pandemic times. Okay.
Also, look at my pretty picture that I did on my Twitch stream.
And so the reason why we're talking about emotional support, we did a live stream on emotional support before. What I believe is this is one of the biggest issues right now for people because of the isolation and things that are going on. And so we're gonna cover pretty much like all of these. I don't know. We can see.
And for places like Canada, things are
Oops.
going back into lockdown because it's flu season, and so you're more at risk for getting coronavirus.
Okay, so these are the topics. I will post. A picture of this at on our what is that called?
Real Epilepsy Portal on Instagram.
No. Well, on Facebook and Instagram as well. Okay. The camera moved a little bit, so I just wanted to make sure.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's still good. Now, I don't know if you guys can see Virginia's sign over there on the wall. She put down, "Do not let your emotions prevent your success." Okay, so she has that every day.
So it's
She reads it every day.
Epilepsy. That's what the thing is on
That's
Instagram.
the Instagram, okay? And we have a community tab. So I will take a photograph of this. These are the topics we're going to cover today. And you guys can have access to that on Facebook, and which is also Real Epilepsy Portal, and on YouTube. Okay, so the reason why I always write this down is because I want to make sure that we cover a lot of, like, all of the topics I want to talk about, and this way I don't forget about, I don't miss some of the stuff that I actually want to talk about today. Okay, so the first one would be issues in COVID. Very difficult. So epilepsy, chronic illness, chronic disease, and financial difficulty and isolation. Okay, loss of income. Those are the things that concern right now everybody, and a lot of people, they don't have jobs right now. They have lost a job, so it is difficult as it is dealing with a chronic disease. And this is an epilepsy channel, so we mostly talking about people with epilepsy and seizures. And also, I have chronic pain. So I'm suffering from my own issues, and this is also a chronic issue. Is very difficult to deal with at times when, on top of everything that you have to deal on every day, pain and suffering and emotions. On top of that, when things start piling up, things get more difficult to deal with. So today we're gonna cover some of the topics on that, and we will talk about things that you can do, to help to deal with these emotions, to deal with the difficulties. Okay, and then this is going to be just general today, so we're going to talk about pretty much everything. And then in later streams, we're going to kind of dissect it. We're going to put it in
Go into more detail.
Go into more detail.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So we will pick, for example, issues, singular issues like depression, anxiety.
And deep dive into that issue.
Yes. Okay. So yes, um, issues. So some of the issues in COVID, and I especially wanted to have Virginia here because we both have chronic illness. We both have kind of hands-on experience, uh, not just dealing with the emotions and with the difficulties of the chronic illness, but also, we can give you some pointers on how we have dealt with it and how we deal with it. Okay. So some of them are depression, anxiety, mental health. People have bipolar disorder, chronic pain. Like I suffer from fibromyalgia and a whole bunch of other health issues. And Virginia has epilepsy. So most of you already know if you know Virginia. Loss of income, struggle with, could be financial struggle, could be emotional struggle, and I'm pretty sure in the COVID times, people are dealing with both. Also,
I just want to say hi to Sophie and
Sophie,
to
hi.
Sunshine Baby.
Hi, Sunshine Baby.
And yes, all is well, Sophie, as well as it can be during these times.
As well as it can be. That's a good that's a good expression.
Yeah, and Sunshine Baby said COVID has definitely made some things more difficult. Yeah,
Yes,
that's for sure.
So that's we want to do a lot of these kind of financial, not just financial support, tips. Maybe that's something that I would want to cover soon. Okay. Things that you can do, things that you can look for, to kind of find new income sources, because right now it is super difficult. For example, we have a lot of homeless people on the streets, okay, of our city, and that is a very that's a huge issue. And go ahead.
Well, it's mainly I've been seeing a lot of people with tents just mainly on the streets of Toronto. When I have gone to do Uber Eats, that's one of the things that I've been doing, because we can't really take in dogs or walk dogs anymore, because then that's contact with other people.
So we were doing Rover for a while. That was last year, before the pandemic started, and so we have been able to get some extra income from that. And since COVID, I only had once things kind of calmed down, I only had one dog this year, and that's not gonna cover income for the whole year.
That was when it was a very low number of cases.
Yes. So, and I mean, numbers are back up right now. So obviously, well, that's non-existent. Okay.
And luckily for me, I started to be more controlled with my seizures before COVID started. So when it did start, I could start Uber Eats and do it on my bike.
Which I still don't like the idea, but
Yeah, but I did have a seizure about a month and a half ago, and the thing is that I felt it coming on. And I have taken precautions anytime that I had thought that I would start having a seizure. Like I was trying to do a 24-hour Twitch stream, part of a contest, and I had to stop 7 hours in because I started feeling like I was about to have a seizure. I ended up not having a seizure, just was really exhausted and went to sleep. But
because you decided
it was definitely a smart move, because preventative measures are important, because I didn't want to end up falling on anything and injuring myself. So I just shut everything off and I just lay down and ended up just passing out.
Yeah, so for some people, now if you're exhausted,
wait.
so this is one of the other
I
topics that we're
forgot.
going
I
to be
forgot
talking
to finish. So
Yes.
so the thing is, when I do Uber Eats, I do it on the days. I do it rarely. I do it like maybe a couple times a month, and I don't do it for that long. I maybe do 1 or 2 deliveries,
So depending on how you feel.
depending on how I'm feeling. But I never go on a day that I'm feeling bad. I only go on a day that I'm feeling confident that I'm not gonna feel bad at all that day.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
I forgot what I was going to say. That's why I wanted. That's why I wanted to finish my sentence because.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
But yeah, the Uber
Oh.
Eats is a good idea.
Yeah. So okay.
If
I
you
actually
can
remembered. Please do
figure out
not
what the
stop
seizure
me
is.
right away, because I will. I will forget again. So I was gonna talk about the point where Virginia said that she went to sleep when she was doing the long live stream on Twitch. Is if you one of the things that people who have epilepsy or even myself, I cannot go long for doing things, well, because my body feels pain like right away, and the longer I stay in pain, the worse I'm going to be off later on, and sometimes for hours or days. So I really have to pay attention to that, and the same goes for people who have seizures. You cannot let yourself go to the point where you are so exhausted that that's going to bring on extra physical or and emotional stress. Okay, and so Virginia was able to prevent her seizure by going to sleep. Okay.
That's if a seizure was gonna come.
Yeah, if you felt it, then yeah, I'm pretty sure if you didn't
It
go to
felt like
sleep.
an aura.
So yeah, she went to sleep. So like my dog sleeps with her, the one that lets me know if she's having a tonic clonic seizure.
The
So
alert for the alert.
our alert Zena dog, our alert beautiful doggy Zena. Anyway, so she prevented that one, but the one before that, she had a really bad seizure, which I'm still gonna post a video. So next video coming out, more than likely be the video of the post-ictal state that I was able to record after Virginia's seizure. So I'm gonna have that out this week. Okay.
Sophie said it's sensory awareness month, sensory processing disorder awareness month.
Okay. Super. Thank you, Sophie. And I'm really glad you guys got back. Coming to see us. We're very happy that you're with us today. Now, next thing I wanted to talk about is sleeping difficulties. Okay, and so this is one of the issues of stress and issues of in COVID as well, because not just like depression and all the other things that kind of add up to sleeping difficulties. COVID definitely has added up to it, and everything else that goes with it. All the other things that just kind of came on piling up because of the pandemic. Okay, so sleeping is super super important, and that goes for everyone. Okay, even a person who is healthy or who is super healthy, they usually have good sleeping habits.
That's if they don't have a job with crazy hours.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I've worked for years and nights, so that obviously has impacted my health. And so I'm going to talk about the circadian clock a little bit later on.
Circadian rhythm.
Okay, I call it circadian clock, but yeah, so circadian clock, since I've already started on it, it is being active during the day. Okay, and especially being outside during the day, because you get the vitamin D I'm gonna still cover it a little bit later on. But vitamin D, getting enough vitamin D, which is super important for every function of your body. Okay, so if you're not outside every day, you really need vitamin D supplement. And supplement does not means instead. Supplement means you're supplementing. So even if
Means you're adding on to.
even if you are bedbound, if you are in a wheelchair, get someone to help you. Really, really work on getting someone to help you to be outside as often as possible, because that vitamin D,
Or if you can, at least be by a window
yeah,
that has sunlight coming in.
yeah, which is not the same because the light gets bent, but still, you need that vitamin D because it's crucial,
Well,
okay, for your health.
it doesn't get bent if you can open the window.
So yeah, so sleeping difficulties is one of the issues, because people are more stressed, they're dealing with more and more and more and more, and things, pile up, and on top of dealing with everyday things, which is like school and jobs and loss of a job, yeah,
Having to pay bills.
having to pay bills,
Maybe children or fur children.
and not being able to pay
Or
bills.
parents being sick.
Could be anything,
Yeah.
could
Or
be
them being sick themselves.
could be problems at home. A lot of people have, because of the COVID, a lot of people are closer together.
They're stuck.
There's
They don't have the option to give each other space.
Yeah, so
if they're in quarantine together.
Yeah, so we're not just talking about like super quarantine that they have to be for that, let's say, 2 week period at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks is different from a whole year. But when people start staying together for longer periods of time, the issues that sometimes kind of got worked out when a person went out and did something, they went to work every day or whatnot.
And they had time to go out with friends and talk with friends.
And so they had that outlet outside.
Yeah.
So that may not be an issue for a lot of people, okay? So right now, we gotta learn how to deal with this. And what I really want to get this point across to all of you guys, if, when things have changed for a lot of us.
For example, we're going out with my friend like I used to, and get out that the friends that go, so they understand, like, oh, okay, so it's not just me. But now that I don't have option, I have a shorter fuse, and I feel stressed more, and so I'm taking it out on my mom when I shouldn't. That I shouldn't be taking it out on her sometimes, or maybe taking it out on her.
No, I understand.
You understand that I understand that I shouldn't be taking it out on her.
You are quite mindful in that way. Like, I mean, both of us are actually super mindful. So this is another thing that I want to.
That's why I pretty much apologize right after the situation happens.
Yeah,
because
so after Virginia cools off, or I cool off, which is a lot of times it's like pretty much like right away. Oh, I made a mistake. This was too much.
It's important to be mindful.
So mindfulness is super important. If you,
especially during these times,
if you have kind of gotten to the point where it's oops, I said something that I shouldn't have to the person, that I'm living with, or my friend, or my family member, I apologize right away, okay? This is being mindful, and being super polite is also very important, because remember that, what you send across is going to come back to you, okay? So the energy that you send out, usually comes back, and especially if that energy is in the room with you, it's best to project a good and positive energy as opposed to the bad one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So okay, so let's go to do you guys have any questions? Did you check if anybody had any questions, or
Well, Sophie said it takes a person with epilepsy 5 times more energy to complete a task and someone with epilepsy. This means they may do normal day tasks or go to work or school more exhausted after. Yeah, well, I definitely agree with that. That's really accurate.
Thank you, Sophie. And that does not just go for people with epilepsy. So like I said, I mentioned I have fibromyalgia. So I live with pain every day of my life. And every minute.
And I have pain too. I have chronic pain.
Yeah, so even Virginia got chronic pain. And guys, remember that vitamin D, magnesium, and all those minerals and the vitamins that are essential to our health. They essential means we absolutely need them.
Yeah.
So this is something that you need
They're vital.
to be vital. So you need to have that in your body in order for your body to be able to function properly. Okay. That's something cute. Yeah.
I was gonna say that, like, if you have dogs, that's really a blessing because that forces you to go outside even during COVID, because then you can still get your vitamin D.
Come on, Tabelita. Oh.
She's getting a belly rub.
So yeah, so okay. She's such a cutie. Oh my god.
There you go.
So I know we have
If you
I know we have talked about it before. Virginia has one and I have one.
But they're both my babies.
And especially, because we need that emotion with chronic illness, we need that emotional support. Dogs are wonderful, okay, to give you that emotional support. And they're gonna be there, they're gonna, respond to you. They're gonna give you love when you need it,
And they're also going to give you kisses when you think you don't need it, but then you realize that you actually.
And then belly rubs are really good. Okay. So
yeah, because the thing is with belly rubs, they feel good getting the belly rubs, and I feel good giving her the belly rubs because she's so cute and she feels good, and that makes me feel good.
It's a cutie. Okay. So next thing, we're gonna talk about different feelings that people feel when they feel alone. Okay, so because of the so they feel isolated, or we, sometimes feel isolated, alone, and so we want to talk about a little bit about that, how to deal with it, okay? How to deal with feelings of hopelessness, helplessness, and I just want to say this to you because of my own personal experience, is that those feelings are just feelings, okay? So I don't mean just feelings as in disregard them. Okay, they are a huge issue, and it's a very important issue, but it is your perception only, and that can be unlearned. Okay, so being mindful and understanding that if you are in a state of feeling alone, which you're not, okay, because there's billions of people in the world, okay, so you're not alone. Okay, you may feel
almost 8 billion people in the world now.
You may feel isolated, okay? So depending on the degree of your illness, how and how you have to deal with it, where you find yourself, if you feel isolated. I should have stopped the. Okay. Anyways, so how to deal with it is more than anything. You need to be mindful, okay, that if you are in that state, okay, if you feel alone, you got to and isolated, okay, there are things that you can do, especially in COVID times, in the pandemic. Pick up the phone, okay. I know people don't,
or if you have your mommy like I do, then if you're feeling happy and you want to like talk to her and stuff and you feel good, then you can get one of these octopuses, and when you're feeling upset, you can flip it over and it'll show you the mad face, so that you can non-verbally tell the person that you're not feeling the best.
that you're not in a mood. Actually, this one, the blue, dark blue one,
I told
is
my mom, hang on.
Virginia is like, Mom, don't walk in my room when you see
Yes.
that.
So I told her when it's in the middle, that means that I'm upset, but I need a hug.
Okay. So yes,
So like that.
asking for hugs is super important.
But this one is don't talk to me. I need my space.
Yes. So asking for hugs, asking for, even ask, you're living with someone,
Zina, like-
ask them to spend more time with you or less time with you, whatever it is. Like sometimes people need that space and sometimes they need support, okay? So, go ahead and ask for that support. Go ahead and ask for that help. Go ahead and ask to spend more time together or less time together, okay? But you need to voice it out and you need to be honest, okay? Express your feelings and, say what you have, what's on your mind and what's going on with you. I tell Virginia, that I'm not, well, sometimes I feel like I'm a psychic, but I with so many things that I have to do during the day, I don't always, just think about, oh, what's going on with Virginia, okay? So I told her
Just
if
most of the
she
day.
if she needs a hug, well, I'm doing stuff all day, okay? Even though that because of my condition, let's say I wash dishes for 2 to 5 minutes, then I have to rest for an hour in bed, and then this is how bad it is for me, okay? Sometimes longer, but it depends. So, I told her to ask for a hug. I told her to tell me how she feels, if she's like not feeling well and she wants that support. I told her, Virginia, sometimes I know that you've been trying to hint, things to me, but please, because
It's best to just outright say it, because
Communication.
not everybody's a mind reader. Okay.
Yeah, so communication is very important. I mean, when I was younger, I could deal with a lot more stuff. Okay, I could deal with a lot more stuff. So from when Sophie was saying that it takes, a person with seizures, it may take 5 times longer to do stuff,
Or it takes 5 times more energy.
more energy. I feel like it takes 100 times more for me. Okay, it's from years back when I could do things, and right now, I could do hundreds of things throughout the day. Now I can do one. Okay, if it's washing the dishes that day, that's washing the dishes. If it's cooking, then I have no energy to wash the
If
dishes.
it's laundry,
okay?
it takes a week.
God, laundry. So anyways.
See, I was right.
Okay, so asking for help is super important, okay? You guys, so preventing to feel alone and preventing to feel isolated. Now, a lot of people, especially when, even when I was younger, I actually felt alone a lot. Like, and that was when I was, healthy, when I was able to do all those hundreds of things throughout the day. So, what I came across, I got some programs online, which were, things of positive thinking, positive relationships, how to work on relationships and stuff. And so I have learned
Self-help books.
self-help books, yeah. So I have learned, a few pointers, and I have come to my own conclusion that if I didn't pick up the phone and I have kind of not talk to people when they call me, obviously they're gonna stop calling. Okay, I mean at some point people are gonna stop calling or do it less often. Okay, so I started calling people and I started talking to people, and it has made a huge difference for me. Okay, in my life. All right, so I started communication, the feelings of loneliness, of isolation, hopelessness and helplessness, because those a lot of depression, anxiety. I was dealing with all of that, and that was
And I deal with that on a regular
and that was
basis.
in my 20s, in my very very early 20s. Okay, so and Virginia, that she deals with that. I deal with some of these issues sometimes.
And I'm stubborn. It's when you're feeling helpless, it's not a good thing to be stubborn, because then you're like, oh well, I can deal with this on my own and not ask for help.
Okay, so I have a
Because I don't
question.
want to burden anybody
Right. Yes.
or
So
make anybody feel sorry for me.
exactly. So some people feel like they're burdened and stuff like that. Do always ask for help. Okay. Uh, you may not feel like you want to ask for help. You may want to feel, and sometimes we just says, no, I just want to stew it by depression and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, some people when they in that state, they kind of want to stew in that state, which is
Because if they
not
go through it, so okay, for sometimes for me, when I feel like I just let me stew in it, because if I cry it out, if I'm feeling that feeling and I cry it out, then I'm going to feel better after, because I'm releasing that energy by crying.
okay. So yeah, so I told Virginia, okay, that
So
was
crying
years
is actually
back.
a good thing. So don't ever, whether you're a female or male or non-gender, you just don't feel bad for crying, because crying is actually good for you.
Crying as a release of that energy, okay. Uh, Now I would not probably recommend it every day.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't do it
'Cause
every.
that would actually may bring
Dependency.
dependency on crying. Okay.
Yeah, because it
So-
releases crying actually releases serotonin.
So I would give
the,
you
the
guys.
good feeling naturally.
I would
feeling.
give you guys personal advice. It's better to do some activities, okay? If you can exercise, go out for a walk. Yeah, going out with friends in the pandemic is, super difficult, but it is
And
doable.
not a good idea.
Well,
if
not a
you're
good
not
idea,
taking
but it is
precautions.
doable if if you're gonna be outside, you're gonna be keeping your distance, okay?
And you're taking precautions by wearing masks.
Exactly. So wearing a mask, okay, this is super important, and not here, okay? What was the joke? We saw
The joke was that that if you're wearing it over
if
your
you're wearing it
nose,
here, you understand science.
yeah, if you're wearing it below your nose,
Here is
that you don't understand science, or no, you you don't
can't
believe
remember.
in science.
no,
What is
you
it?
don't understand science.
Yeah, you don't.
This one you don't believe in science.
No. If you're not wearing a mask at all, then you.
No, this is you don't believe in science.
No, that one is you don't believe that you believe in magic.
Yeah, that's why it was so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this one you understand science, you don't understand it, you believe in magic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so super important, guys. Wear your masks. As difficult as it is, work on being outside every day. Okay, now we have dogs, so we have to go out every day. Okay, I mean sometimes it's super difficult. I mean I struggle a lot
But
physically.
I do always feel better after I take them out,
Yeah,
because it has gotten my body moving. Because if you're staying at home and you're not doing anything, then your lymphatic system is stagnant, and then you're just gonna continue to feel bad. Because
I was just about to say the same thing. So
so if you have to take out the dog, at least you're getting your lymphatic system moving.
Okay, so yeah, so when your lymphatic system, if you stay in bed all day, okay, then your lymphatic system is not working. If you're not moving your body like actively, okay.
And that's why a lot
You
of
could
people
be-
are constipated, because they're not moving their body.
Okay, so this is for people who are bedbound. Okay, you could be in
Or
bed.
they're working at a desk job.
If you guys can still move your limbs, okay, and do your stretches in bed, because I told Virginia when after she had her broken ankle and broken toes, and then she had to go back for surgery. I told her to exercise in bed, okay? Moving your limbs, okay? Just this.
Yeah, like I do this. I like stretch. I stretch both my legs.
I don't know if I can see it all the way there.
Yeah, they can see it.
Okay.
I do this with my legs. I do the other one. I would I'll stretch it for a while, and then I'll do what I'll do is I'll do like this.
So stretches,
like
moving your
this.
body, okay?
I'll do this. Oh, that feels good.
Yeah. So I love, like, for example, moving my neck on daily basis. I do this.
That
Neck.
it takes off the tension.
Okay, you have lymph nodes here, okay? Lymph nodes here and lymph nodes here. So when you're moving your legs and you're moving your arms, you're moving your lymphatic system, okay?
Yeah.
And this is super important because this is the only way that your body gets rid of toxins, okay?
And
So,
I always feel better after I do the stretches, which I'm
Exactly.
doing now.
so which is already laughing, so that's already fixed her mood already, okay? So doing things like exercise, for example, on a daily basis, all right? I have started exercise program. I think my first exercise program was uh, in my 20s. Yes, in my early 20s. So after I had that big depression, after I had my first child, I felt I was going through separation, and I fell into huge depression and anxiety and hopelessness, helplessness, isolation, feeling alone, and all that. So and I was pretty much just me and my child and my baby child, to have to deal with everything.
And she's talking about my older sister, not me.
Yeah. So I had to deal with it, and I have learned how to. And one of the best things I have after I have started, the self-help books, I think they have suggested exercise. So I started an exercise program, and it says that you have to push yourself every day, okay? Even if you don't want to, if you're bedbound, do those stretches every day. Do your breathing exercises every day. All of your cells in the body need oxygen, okay? So if you want to be healthy, you oxygenate your cells. You make sure that you have adequate oxygen that goes to your brain and every cell in your body. Okay, so exercise is gonna help with that. Breathing, just breathing exercises sometimes. Okay, so if you're in bed all day, breathing exercises, stretches, moving as much as you can. Now, if you cannot move your body, you get somebody to help you. Okay, to do the lymphatic massage, which is not a hard massage. It is a very soft massage, and it can help to move the lymph for the person.
Okay. So Fascia says, or Fascia, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry if I'm butchering it.
Fascia?
They say that this is so helpful. I have epilepsy and have 8 different seizures. And just sweeping the kitchen, I'm beyond tired.
Yes. So the same thing, goes.
Also, welcome to the stream.
Hi, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being with us. Now, sweeping for me is one of the tasks
That's why I sweep when I'm off.
that Virginia sweeps and she mops, because for me it is a task that will put me out for the rest of the day. So if I have to, and I'm not talking about the whole apartment, I'm talking about just a part of, like, let's say something spilled and I have to clean that up myself. If Virginia's not available, I will be out because I have a back problem, and this has been like for years. Anyways, you don't need to get that. But so this is dealing with those difficult things and tasks that have to be done, okay? Because nobody else is gonna do it for you. So you got to deal with that the best you can, okay? So what else did she say?
That you're assuming that it's a she.
Okay. I don't know.
They said that they have 8 different seizures.
Okay, so yes, I was gonna talk about that.
I have all the types of seizures.
So
I
yeah,
don't know if that's 8 or more.
yeah. So Virginia can relate to that. I have seen Virginia have so many different types of seizures, and every time she had a new one re-emerged, it freaked me out completely because I didn't understand obviously what was going on, and I was scared. You know, she was scared many times. Some of them she was actually aware of some of it of what was going on. So yeah, dealing with different types of seizures is also super difficult with any seizures. All right. So yeah, thank you for sharing that.
And this is why I love dogs, because when I'm feeling down and I just need to give her, even if I'm just giving her a belly rub, then I feel better because she's.
Zena wants
look
to
at
say
this
hi to
beautiful
everybody.
face.
Come on, say hi to everybody.
Look at this beautiful face.
Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Hi. Hi, everybody. Yeah.
She's such a
Look
good
at
girl.
this. Look at this.
And Debbie's a good boy. He's just
He's resting.
relaxing right now.
All the time.
Well, he did go for a walk before the stream, so he's relaxing after that.
So, okay, I want to say this to you guys. So, going back to my story, which there was a reason for my story, when I was saying that those feelings of being alone, isolated, they're just an illusion or they are a learned behavior, okay? When the person starts repeating the same behavior and the same state of being or the same feelings.
That's the definition of insanity: is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
Well, people when they're feeling like that, they're not. Most
But-
people don't willingly want to feel bad. Okay.
But that's why people they have that feeling. Like I've had that feeling where I feel like I want to get out like this. I feel like I'm going crazy, and reasonably so.
Somebody just scream outside.
But reasonably so, I feel like I'm going crazy in these moments because I'm doing the same thing over and over. I'm feeling upset about whatever, and I don't want to do anything about it because I feel like crap, and it's an endless cycle. So I feel like I'm going crazy because I'm doing the same thing over and over, and I understand that doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result,
It's not gonna happen.
yeah, it's just it's insanity. So that's why I feel like I'm going crazy.
Okay.
So I'm mindful of the fact that I am going crazy.
Well, you're repeating the same behavior, but you're not gonna get a better result. So
Yeah.
So this is the point that I want to get at. When I was young, okay, so I have turned my life around. Okay, at that time, one of the things that helped me a lot was changing. First of all, my perception of things. Okay, so as instead of expecting people to call me, you know, I was so depressed and I was saying, oh, how come nobody calls me? How come nobody loves me? How come nobody this and that? And then I said, wait a second. I don't call anybody. And many times when they call me, I don't even pick up the phone. So there's a little bit of a problem there. Okay. So I turned that around. I was the one actually calling out to people. People have responded very positively. They kept on, calling me back. So I kind of, relived a lot of, relationships that have not, repaired relationships with my friends, that, kind of I distanced from at that time. And then things have changed a lot for me. Okay. And one of the big changes was the physical exercise. Okay, the physical exercise, I actually did 1 hour of exercise every day. And I pushed myself every day because that's what the instructor said when, it said, push yourself. Even if you don't want to do it that day, you still do it and your body will thank you for it. Okay? And your mind will thank you for it because you actually, when you are releasing the stress while you exercise. You will release a lot of stress. Okay, so that will help you in feeling better and feeling more positive, and maybe not paying attention to some things that you would normally pay attention to because you already feel depressed, and then those emotions and negative emotions are kind of still lingering there because you didn't exercise. Okay, so my huge um, thing for you is, just start anything. Start exercise, start walking, do some dancing. My favorite exercise at that time was, I called it dance exercise.
Well,
So
that's what it's actually called. It's dancercise.
it dance exercise. So I think one of my first tapes that I have bought, and it was a VHS. It was Jane Fonda. Okay, so anybody who is around my age or older, because Jane Fonda, I mean,
Well,
at
Jane
that time.
Fonda is famous. Like
Okay.
even young people, I'm sure young people. Know who
Okay,
Jane
so
Fonda is.
yeah, so Virginia knows about her. So yeah. So I exercise with Jane Fonda, doing the things, and it has started a brand new life for me. Okay, highly recommend it. Okay, moving on. Okay, so Virginia was talking about feeling trapped. Okay, or feeling like being
Stuck.
now that's a huge thing. I mean, Virginia has not always, but once in a while she has expressed, oh, I feel like such a burden, and never ever feel like a burden. Okay, uh, if you have someone there who's helping you out, doesn't, if they're helping you out, they're there for you. It's me, I feel appreciated when I thank her for her help.
Can you
uh,
give me a marker?
a marker.
Yes.
No, you are correcting my mistakes. No, don't.
It's
This is
bothering
a dry. This is dry erase.
Yes, that's why despair. You spelled despair with an I. It's an E.
Okay.
The first one, the first
I
I that
kind
you
of-
put, it's an E.
Okay, so when I was, yeah, it's okay. So when I
I'm
was
spell
writing it,
checking.
when I was writing it, I was thinking, I think I'm spelling it wrong. But yeah, so I'm gonna give, I don't know where it is. Oh, yeah. The rest. Zina, you can erase my stuff. No, it's a dry erase, means you guys touch it, you're gonna erase it. Okay, so, never feel like a burden to someone, okay? Don't feel, if someone offers help, even if it is out of the good heart, if it is even out of a necessity, thank them, be thankful, love them for it.
World spells it like that. There's only 3 countries that spell it like a.
When I write it, now it looks like in yours. Okay, can you stop fixing
Okay,
my
let me
stuff?
fix it.
Okay, so you guys, that is the best because everybody knows best what they're lacking. Okay, you lacking vitamin D, right? Virginia was diagnosed. She had. I asked a doctor years back to do blood tests on her to see if some of the basic, if she's missing some of the basic minerals and vitamins.
You
So
mean if I'm
so she
deficient?
so the doctor said that she's very deficient in vitamin D. That was and when she had the surgery, like over.
Yeah. So
Okay,
Sophie said that the live stream's crashed and that it's back. So you gotta wait for a little bit.
Oh, can you ask her? Can you ask her what we missed or what we were talking about before it crashed?
It's back. Come on.
No, can you ask her what we were talking about before it crashed? Because we were talking.
Well, she can tell you. You just ask and she will tell.
I will be asked. Okay, so Sophie, can you let us know what we were talking about before we crashed? It's a right now it's
Just in case you missed
it's
something.
weekend, so yeah, a lot of people are using internet and we're in the building. unfortunately, even though we have the fastest one.
We're in a building that doesn't have the best internet.
You know, and I don't know
capabilities.
how come they crash the internet every time we're doing the live stream. This is so
Because it takes a lot of download and upload speed and stuff.
yeah, but we have a
It takes a lot of
gigabit.
bit rate.
We have a gigabit, Virginia. Okay. Anyways, so
Yeah, but that's not why.
okay. So what were we talking about? Can you just refresh my memory? Because
We were talking about we were talking about the causes of stress. I forgot.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we were talking about feeling trapped. So I was talking about making an effort. Okay, just like making an effort to exercise. If you are not in a habit of being outside, okay, and you are not prevented completely from being outside because of the pandemic. I mean, some restrictions in some countries, maybe at some point they're gonna say, you know, you have to stay home all the time. Then yeah, that's a different story. Stay by the window as much as you can to get
Yeah,
that
but don't
vitamin
breathe
D.
on other people. If you have a balcony, that don't breathe on other people's balconies, like they were doing in Italy. They had,
Oh
people.
my God, I saw that.
People
Oh, that
in
was
Italy
so.
had a high, even though they were in quarantine, they had a high case rate because
They were all in
singing.
balconies, and the balconies are like okay, this much like space between the balconies, and they were like talking and breathing on each other and singing and stuff.
And that's not
Hi,
2 feet
you wanna
apart.
say hi to everybody? You wanna say hi? Yeah. You do wanna say hi? Yeah.
Be careful, Zena, that you don't work the.
So yeah, so the feelings that we have. Remember that those are feelings, okay? Remember that can be changed. Remember that you can change the feelings that you feel. So if you are not feeling well, we're talking about emotional right now. Because not every time the physical ones can be changed.
I attach myself
Quickly.
to Zena whenever I feel
But yeah,
like
so
I need a hug.
so there are certain things that you can do to change your moods. Okay, one of them is drinking a glass of water.
And
Alright.
another one is hugging your doggy.
Another one is watching a comedy, which Virginia likes comedy. So if she's in a really bad mood and she's like in her
Hugging your
depression,
mommy, hugging your doggy.
and she comes and asks for hugs since she's learned how to ask for them.
Good.
And so do things that are gonna get you out of that routine of
Yes.
the certain feeling that you don't want. Okay.
Hey!
So exercise, going outside again, going outside. If you can't go outside by yourself, ask someone.
Play with your
okay?
doggies.
Ask your friends. Ask your family members.
Ask your doggy.
somebody.
Ask your
Okay.
doggy if they want to go outside.
Even there are government programs for people that can come. Like I mean, in the pandemic time, that's probably not the best, way to go. Okay, and it's not a safe way to go. But open the window. Be by the window if you cannot go outside. All right. Get the
Yeah, if
vitamin
it's too
D.
cold. If it's too cold, like
And
you
then
can't
plus-
really sunbathe.
Yes, if you're in northern hemisphere right now, obviously the temperatures are going down. So we're about.
So you can't suntan if you're in a snowsuit. I mean, you can suntan your face.
You can suntan behind the window if you get sunshine through the window. Okay. But so pay attention to that. If you can get a pet, get a pet. Exercise. All right?
Get a doggy,
Those
because
are
a
my-
doggy is a beautiful, lovely little
Yeah. So okay, other feelings and things that people deal with, impulsivity, like,
Impulsive behavior.
so Virginia, I mean, she, irritability, Virginia, okay? All right, so those things,
What
I
about you?
communicate to her when she behaves like that. It's not the best time to do it right at the time. Sometimes I do it because I just can't take it, so I have to say something. But usually I get shut out right away, and sometimes kicked out of the room.
No,
Okay.
you don't get shut out because that's what it sounded like you said. You mean shut out. It
What?
sounds like you said shot out. I'm not shooting you.
Okay, whatever. I don't see the difference, but that's what I mean.
Sophie called it impulsive shenanigans.
So Sophie, you know, right? Anyway, Sophie, say hi to
Like
your
how I'm
mom
kissing
from
my
us.
doggy during the stream because she's the bestest doggy.
Yeah. Okay, so the
She's
causes.
one of the bestest doggies.
So the causes, okay, causes of the feelings. You need to understand the causes of your feelings, because sometimes if you can determine the cause, and you can remove the cause, well, if you can, or even if you can understand it, then you can make some changes that are positive, okay, in your life. So causes, of stress, on top of chronic illness, pandemic, chronic disease. So a lot of people deal with this stress and things that pile up. They lose jobs, okay, especially in a pandemic now. So loss of income, loss of home for many people, loss of, not being able to, let's say, go shopping for clothing. Where people used to do certain things, going to restaurants. Like Virginia really misses going to restaurants.
Yes, and that's why I do Uber Eats,
Like,
so I can order from
I
restaurants.
can live without restaurants because I lived without restaurants for many years. Okay.
Yeah, but that's different because then you had authentic Polish food for many years, authentic Cuban food made for you from your parents, and it was yummy. But
Are you suggesting my food is not yummy?
no. Your food is yummy. It's not fried, and I want fried things.
Oh yeah, there was a time when I was like frying food for like about 2 weeks. She was eating every little bit of it and cleaning up the plates,
Licking the plate, licking my fingers.
and then cleaning out the frying pan and all that. Okay, and then when I stopped frying, she went back to craving junk food. Okay, so it's not just junk food. You crave.
It's the
fried
fat.
food. Okay.
It's the fat from
Okay,
the
so
fried food.
sorry about. I apologize for deviating from the from the topic. Okay, so the topic was we were talking about loss of income, loss of home. No, this is a pandemic time. This is what it is.
We're in the house.
I believe in magic. Okay. So any of you who were watching previous, was watching us from the beginning, they know what I'm talking about. Yes, so loss of income, loss of home, this can be so devastating, okay? And a lot of people can feel, despair, and they can those feelings. Guys, just understand that not everything lasts forever, okay? And look for anything that can help you. Ask people for help. Ask everyone for help, okay? If you're in a situation where you feel, like you cannot help yourself, ask for help. Okay, I have found out that in my most difficult times, many times I got more help from strangers than I did from any of the family members, and that was because I didn't have a good family structure. I actually had no family here that would support me in anything. Okay. Now, my mom was living
Zina
in
is standing in for me
in-
for the stream.
my
Look.
mom was living in Poland, so I mean, she wasn't in the picture, and my father was a
Non-father figure.
non-father figure, non-helping person at all.
But
Okay,
here's
so
what's
I
gonna
had
make you feel
no,
better.
so I had no family support. Okay?
Mama-
For those of you who are lucky enough to have family that can come and help you, ask for it.
She's standing in for my face.
Hello, give a paw. Good.
She's gonna give advice too.
Good. Say hi to everybody. Make everybody happy. Come on.
She's giving advice for the streams. She's talking
Okay,
to
come.
everybody,
Come,
giving
sit.
advice.
Sit. Sit. Who's a good girl? Yeah. Yeah, good girl. Yes, you are. But she's expecting me. Okay. Anyways, so
Zina, you get too many cookies.
for dealing with those difficult times, okay, of a losses, all kinds of different kind of losses, okay, sometimes losses of friend or loved one or financial struggles, all kinds of losses, okay, get support, okay. Now in the pandemic it's super difficult to get support, to talking to someone
And Zina says lots of belly
directly.
rubs.
If you are not family, get support online, okay. So a lot of even businesses now that they used to be, let's say, they used to be, somebody went to a person to talk about their problems, okay.
Yeah, they have online psychiatrists now.
So now they have that kind of support online, okay? So you can consult someone online, okay, instead of having to go and visit them, which is unsafe in pandemic. And so you can go online, make some new friends online, Facebook, make friends on whatever, social media that you're using. Make sure it's safe. Okay, always make sure it's safe, all right? That you don't give people any of your personal information at the beginning when you're making friends. And I mean, Facebook is a very good outlet. Even here is a good outlet. So you talk to people. A lot of people respond.
I stream on Twitch every night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you would like to come to my stream and talk with me, then I would be very glad to talk with you.
Every night.
Yes.
Since when? Since today?
Yes, since today.
Okay, so Virginia's gonna start today.
Yeah, doing every night.
Okay, pending you can. I mean, you're physically can.
Well,
do it.
obviously, I'll let people know if I
But yeah,
can't
but
do it.
why 10, honey? It's so late at 10.
Because that's when the most people are on Twitch watching.
Oh, okay. So she wants to do that. It's not good. Okay, so I was talking about the circadian clock, which is you stay up during the day, you go outside, and then you sleep at night. So the moment that the lights outside, which is
And
the
happy
natural light.
birthday, happy belated birthday to Sophie.
Oh, happy birthday, Sophie!
She says she recently celebrated her birthday, but not mentioning specifics due to privacy.
Oh, well, we're glad you celebrated. Okay.
I hope it was a very good birthday.
And celebrations are important. So, because of the difficulties in our lives, you guys, if you can do those, any kind of celebrations, you feel like it's time to celebrate in a healthy way, of course.
If I got kisses by all my doggies for my birthday, then that's for the whole day, then that's a good birthday for me.
Yeah. So then, by all means, okay, celebrate.
But I also got to eat lots of junk food for my birthday, so that's nice.
Do
And
a
my
lot
friend
of
paid
things.
for it for me.
Do a lot of things that are fun, okay, which are the things that help Virginia deal with her depression and anxiety and the whole.
Like, I watch a lot of memes. I look at a lot at memes, and it makes me laugh. Funny
And
pictures.
she brings those to me to
Oh
my
yes,
bed.
I bring the funny videos that I see on Instagram. I show them. I save them first so I can bring like a bunch to show to my mommy, and I make her look at them so that she can feel better. Like the one about the Chihuahua that has like hair on it that looks like that makes it look like Donald Trump, and it looks so funny.
You wanna be a good girl? So no.
What do you mean she's gonna be a good girl? She is
But
a good
she's
girl.
whining. She's being.
She is a
what
good
do you
girl.
want?
She wants you to pet her.
Give me pa. Give me papa. Good
She
girl.
wants you.
But she's expecting on something first.
She wants your belly rub.
You want belly rub me? You want belly rub me? Mommy give you belly rub.
Belly rub.
Okay. Come, belly rub.
Belly rub.
Come on, belly rub.
See, I know exactly
Belly
what she
rub.
wants. Belly rub.
Okay.
Come
So
on, belly
belly
rub.
rubs. So those belly rubs are really
No,
good.
she wants you to give her belly
It
rub.
makes it makes Virginia happy and it makes Zena happy. So both of them are happy at that
See,
moment.
she's making the noises.
So when
She's
you
going,
give-
"Mm."
When you give love, okay, and when you give affection, you also receive at the same time. Okay, it's giving love is good for you as well when you're giving love. All right. Okay. So keeping on a lot of things that are going. Okay, for example, school for younger people. Okay, there's still peer pressure
Well, people
if you
go
have
to
to
school
go.
too.
Yeah,
Forget
so dealing with peer pressure, dealing with bullying, not necessarily just at school. There's a lot of bullying
There's
even
peer pressure at workplaces
at
too.
work. Yes, bullying at work, harassment.
That's what HR is
everywhere.
for.
Yes, a bad relationship. So dealing with those things, and learning how to cope with it. Okay. One of the very difficult things
Just
to
don't
cope
fresh.
with is, can I say abuse?
Yes.
Okay. So, one of things to deal with, especially, I've been watching news online, of course, where we don't have TV.
We don't have cable. I mean,
So
We do have a TV, not cable.
a lot of people are going through like domestic abuse, especially in the pandemic because
people have a shorter
because
fuse.
people have shorter spending a lot more time together. Okay, so there's a lot more stress, a lot of build up, a lot of things are going on.
And a lot of people that can usually contain their crazy cannot contain their crazy.
Income and stuff, income problems, financial problems. Okay, she's just going to get some water. When it comes to domestic abuse, okay, you guys need to learn how to. This is super important, Virginia. Please do not.
But
do
I'm
it
doing
for me.
like Zena. She wants.
You want to believe it?
I want you to hold my hand.
Okay. So yeah. So you guys, if anyone is going through that, you really need to get help. Okay, you really need to get help outside. Get support from family, friends. Sometimes you may have to reach out to the government, and if it comes to the point where it's really bad, then yes, you need to reach out for that as well. Okay, and
There's groups that you can find that
there
are
are
people
sup-
going
group-
through the same things that you are going through.
So there are support groups for pretty much anything, for that, for domestic abuse, for depression,
There's government
for
help for
anxiety,
domestic abuse as well.
for mental health, for even there are groups for chronic pain. And for those of you, because of the groups, groups are not so much right now because you're not supposed to be grouping up.
You mean like physical groups?
Yes.
But you can
So
talk
now
in the
you
groups
can
online though.
Talk online, and so that's one of the things I was
You
going to
can
say.
do Skype and Zoom and stuff
So
like that.
yes, guys, get online, get that support that
That's
you
what
need.
we've been doing with the Epilepsy Toronto is we've been having meetings through Zoom.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that when Virginia was talking about her going out with her friends, she was all like she was super looking forward like to that monthly outing with her friends. And so now they have online meeting. So she's like, oh mommy, I'm gonna be busy, she lets me know like a couple of days before. Usually it's things are last minute, but she's like, oh
It's not
mommy,
last
I'm
minute if I let you know a couple days before.
no,
That's not
other things are usually
minute.
last minute, but
Oh,
those
okay.
things you tell me like usually a
Days
couple
in
of
advance.
days. Yeah, mom, I'm gonna be busy with my group, so yeah. So I know that
So don't plan anything else for me.
so I know that she really looks forward to it, and that's a huge help for her. She feels good when she interacts with her friends, and so that's why it's so important to interact with other people. Okay, and obviously online. I mean, I talk to people in the building. Mind you, I am wearing a mask when I talk to them, and I am keeping my distance.
Sometimes they're not wearing a mask though.
Yeah, so not everybody's
Especially if
still,
they're smoking.
so not everybody is still.
I mean, they can always put a hole through the mask and put the cigarette there.
So not everybody is still following the rules, okay, which are keep your
I've gotten
distance.
used to the mask, so it doesn't bother me anymore.
Yeah, even outside, like
Like
when
the
I
first
go,
couple weeks, it
I
stopped
can
bothering me.
I can wear a mask outside. Like sometimes when I used to just wear it in the building, and then now I can like go in the car and stuff like that. And I'm still wearing a mask.
You'll forget that you have the mask on.
Yeah. So I mean that's the thing. Okay, you know how they say the new the new normal?
Yeah, it's the new norm.
The new normal. Okay, so that's an expression online with anyways with the news here in Canada. This is the new normal. Okay, so learning how to keep your distance, learning how not to be in groups of people that are not wearing a mask in a closed up area, because that's the worst. All right, and you really on top of
And
everything.
especially don't try to pick a fight with them. Just distance yourself from them. If you pick a fight with them, then sometimes, because there's videos of those people online that they're not wearing a mask and they refuse to wear a mask, and then
Yeah,
they
so-
cough in your face.
Or if they're yelling, they're obviously spitting out as well. So you
Yeah,
guys,
so
that's not
it's
safe
better-
for you.
It's better. Speaking to somebody. It's better not to create any conflict with them. Like we were
Somebody,
doing.
I don't know.
We were getting spring water, and these people, because it's out of town,
Oh my god.
and these people weren't wearing masks, and I was trying not to create conflict with them, and so I wasn't saying anything to them. I was just distancing myself, and
You were
having
not
my
that-
mask on, and Mama was causing ruckus and giving them a mouthful.
I was wearing a mask, so I
Yeah,
could give
but-
them a mouthful.
But
Okay,
they
so
turned to us and started talking back, and then that's when they were spitting and stuff and
I
yelling.
was still wearing a mask. So this guy
But
was
they weren't wearing masks.
no, this guy was washing his dirty bottles over there, less than 2 meters apart. Okay, so that is an issue. All right, that is an issue. I am not gonna have somebody's slob in my water bottle
But
and their virus growing
But,
while
Mommy-
the water is standing there for a
but
month. Okay,
mommy,
no.
your approach was not the best. Okay, you said, "Please, can you just?"
Yeah, I said, please, sir,
Please.
can you keep it? I have a video.
No.
I said, sir, please, can you keep your distance? It says 2 meters. Can you please keep the distance of 2 meters?
No.
Yes, I
You
did.
think that's how
I
you
have
said
it
it.
on the video.
Yeah, but that's not the tone that you used.
Maybe not the tone.
Sir.
He was not listening. Like,
But you
hello.
sounded aggressive, even though you were saying please. You sounded like you wanted to punch him in the face.
I was
So-
Okay, like, hello, anybody in there? Anybody who can comprehend this is a pandemic? Can you understand that you're supposed to be wearing a mask?
But they believe
And
in
can you
magic.
understand that you're supposed to be okay? So yeah, so this is an issue for me. If anybody comes at you and they're talking at you and they're close to you, they are endangering your life. And guys, Do not settle. Do not settle for not protecting yourself. So yes, by Virginia standards, yes, you can leave. By my standard, if I'm wearing a mask, I'm gonna tell them what I think. Then I'm gonna leave.
See, Mommy,
Okay?
I just want to let you know, if I was there by myself, I would have just stopped doing the water until they were gone.
This guy had like 50 bottles.
No.
Yeah,
The
he did.
thing is,
Uh,
we were there for longer than him.
that's
And
because
I
we have
think-
less bottles, but we slow.
Okay,
We are super slow because both of us are in pain.
but the thing is,
Yeah.
I would have just let these guys finish their stuff because all the other people that were coming after
Were
were
normal.
actually paying attention to
They
the
were
rules.
actually comprehensive people.
Yes. So the thing is, I would have just. That's why I wanted to just like ask you to wait in the car, and then I would sit on the side and wait for them to be done with this stuff.
So yeah, so this person, because he was in public, I mean,
And
if
on
this
top of
was
that-
if this was in a small space where nobody, that guy would probably punch
No,
me out.
No, no.
Okay.
This is the even worse problem because he didn't. His pants were like halfway down his butt,
Oh my god.
and if he
Oh.
farted, he would give us coronavirus from his butt.
And it,
And it was,
okay,
it
we're
was
laughing,
like,
but we're not kidding.
it
Okay,
was gross. Okay, he like
it was a really bad sight.
it was very hairy, and it was very visible. There was at least this much of crack showing. Like that's like what, like 3 inches of crack showing.
Okay, so there was no distance. What I did,
So he was not
I
following any rules.
I turned my back to this person. I blocked him from his access to slobbering and
I have
throwing
an
his
idea.
bottle thing. I am big enough. I had a long dress, so I was protecting our bottles and our water from being
Okay, but Mommy,
infected.
Mommy,
by
I have an
someone
idea for next time we go.
Who endangers other people's lives?
Okay,
Okay,
but I have
So,
an idea for next time
I'm
we
not
go.
finished because I have a really big issue with people who are not listening to the message. Wear your masks, okay, and keep your distance.
Okay,
Do not be in small spaces with other people. Don't spit on other people. Don't get too close when you're talking
don't
to
yell
them.
at other people because that's not nice.
Okay. If you go outside, always wear a mask, and if you can, wear gloves.
And for the
Take
French
them
people,
off. Take them off.
for the French people, oublie pas ton masque. Oublie pas ton masque.
Okay,
It means
wear
don't forget your
gloves.
mask.
Take the gloves off before you get home. As you get home, dispose of them right away. Wash your hands. Wash your face. I wash my hands.
Wash your hands before you wash your face.
Then I wash my face. Then I wash my ears because obviously this goes like sometimes I just pull the mask down. And then
Oh
put
my
it back
God, they
up.
didn't even think of
You're
that.
not supposed
What
to.
if you
go
could
here,
get
right?
coronavirus through your ears?
You could. You can.
They didn't even think of that.
I'm pretty sure you know how people get ear infections and stuff. So I've had some issues with my ears.
Wait, I have a-
That was about a month ago,
Can I say my
and I had
solution?
really bad issues, and I was disinfecting my ears. So be careful, guys. I was washing them often. I use a hair dryer. Okay, use a hair dryer. Sometimes if you have an earache. So this is in my experience, okay, it's proven that for earaches, I used to use special oils. I had to go to pharmacy and whatnot. Using a hair dryer in a safe way, of course, making sure that your ear doesn't get too hot. But applying it often throughout the day for maybe 5 to 10 minutes sometimes, as comfortable as it can get, and your earache will go away. Washing your ears often, washing your mouth, making sure that you don't have the like the white stuff accumulated on your tongue or whatever. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, can I talk now?
Talk. Wait. Where's the talking stick?
Okay, so you know how we have this board, that is
Please
a nice.
be careful.
Yeah, don't worry.
I just put it.
So you know how we have this board? We could get a plastic one, and for the next time we get the water, we can put this like beside it, so that it covers the stuff from the other people. That way you don't have to go in front, and you can make sure that none of their stuff.
That would have to be like a huge board.
What, you have a huge cart? That's so
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay, yeah. So so there are things we are thinking. I was already thinking a couple of times. We know what I could do because we had a problem with people before too, and at some point there was three of them. Three of them in a space less than like.
Yeah, there was another
like,
guy. Okay, so there
They
were
were
two
not
guys
keeping
together.
distance at all. They were like this close to each other.
Okay, but there were two guys together.
Yeah.
Okay, and they were filling the waters.
And
And,
there was
then another guy.
two more people came in at the same time on their side. There were like four people on his side.
Well, I just remember one other guy.
I totally
that
lost
was
them.
he was telling you to mind your own business. Well, not in so many clear
No.
words. He was using quite a bit of vulgarity, but he was telling her to mind her own business.
And I got guts enough to say something back if I want to. Okay. Anyways, so don't especially in a pandemic. I want you to guys understand not to settle for someone coming, to breathe on you. If you feel that you're in danger, okay, make sure that you're wearing your mask. If you don't have a mask, let's say there's a situation where you don't have a mask or somebody rips it off or whatever, okay, okay, use your clothing, okay, cover up. Don't let anybody, if you have glasses,
Unless you
wear glasses because glasses are protecting your eyes from somebody spitting their saliva in your eyes, okay?
Unless you have clothing like this is not gonna help you.
Well,
It has holes in it.
This is better help than nothing.
Well, yeah, but
See,
I'm
double.
saying just the white thing would not help.
Okay, so I mean, just
There are holes in your
I'm talking about
solution.
t-shirt, I'm talking about sweater. Winter's coming anyways in another hemisphere.
Winter's cut. Are you Jon Snow?
But so protect yourself, from harassment, from bullying. Learn how. Okay, so go online, watch some videos on how to deal with harassment, how to deal with bullying, how to deal with abuse. Because guys, if there are issues in your home, there are issues in your life that
There are issues everywhere.
that don't serve you well, that don't help you to have a better quality of life. Right now we have media, okay? We are lucky we have electricity. We are lucky we have still food in the stores.
We're lucky we
Okay,
have plumbing.
There are countries who don't.
We are
okay?
lucky we have proper plumbing, okay?
Okay.
I mean, it still breaks once in a while and they shut off the water for fixing stuff. But at least we have a good plumbing situation. Not
Yeah.
like medieval times, you poop in
It's
a
not.
pot and
It's
you throw
not
it
the
out the
best
window.
building, okay?
Yeah, but at least we don't have to poop in a pot and throw it out the window, like in medieval times.
I don't know what okay, so
I'm right.
let's
All right.
hope. Okay, let's hope it never gets to that. Okay, so I am super thankful to the universe, to the people who are still working, to the government,
To
who's-
inventors for inventing plumbing.
okay, and to people who are in government who are working on helping and working through the situations and working through the pandemic.
For
Because
the governments
this-
that are actually working to fix the problem.
yeah, we're not talking about the orange.
The Cheeto? The Cheeto with the herpes?
I don't know where that came from, but with what?
With the toupee.
Oh, with toupee. Okay.
It's a Cheeto with a toupee on
I
top.
misunderstood. But yeah, so some people think that they're above it all, and
Yeah, like Cheetos.
Yeah, well, because he had like I don't know if any of you watched the
He got
news.
COVID. He got COVID, and
He had like 6 doctors just talking to the media. They weren't even with him at the time. Like, why do you need 6 doctors to talk to
just have
media?
one.
Well, have one
And
person.
this guy got treatment that nobody else has access to,
Yeah. So.
and he's like, "Oh, it's nothing."
Yeah. Well, he was lucky that he, you know.
The guy is 74 years old.
Yeah. So
you know,
he's lucky.
that he's
lucky
alive.
that he lived through. But so
But he's still
we're
not gonna
talking-
wear a mask.
We're talking about, people who are supposed to be the leaders, who are supposed to lead by example, okay? Because when you do things, when you teach people other things, when you're supposed to help people, you need to lead by example, okay?
Exactly.
So not wearing a mask. You need to wear a mask. It's a pandemic, okay? And this is a safe way of protecting yourself and protecting others more than anything, okay? So we're done with, I don't like politics. I only watch the news because I need to stay informed. I need to know what's going on in the world. So that's the only way I watch the news. I never liked the news. Too many
Yeah,
problems.
but you were
I don't
watching it for like a good month every day.
I have enough problems of my own that I don't need to listen to other people's problems.
Yeah, but you were watching the news every day for like a month.
I was.
Yeah.
I needed to educate myself. This was all new. I needed to know what's going on in the world. Okay. Plus, I haven't watched news in like years, so it was kind of
So just look for the updates. You don't have to watch the
No,
whole
well, once
thing.
they started talking about other things that happened, shootings and stuff, I don't watch that because that's too depressing for me. Anyways, so
The news is always depressing.
okay, guys, positive input. So, one of the reasons why I don't like to watch the news is because
It's depressing.
it's depressing. So the moment I start watching something that's not making me feel good, okay, that's it. Okay, you ended over there. So educate yourself. All right, educate yourself. Positive input. Now, for those of you who don't know, we have a video, which I have put out, I believe, a couple of years ago. So I was gonna do a series of, I think it was 6 or 7 videos. Now that video has not been watched much, okay? It doesn't have many views, but I want to say that's a positive affirmations for people with epilepsy, okay? And people are not really, I don't get much input. People don't,
Thanks, Sophie.
Well, what you say?
She says, "Oh, that is a cute sneeze. Bless you."
I know.
No, it's at you.
Yeah. So yeah, positive input. Okay, so try to.
Follow me on Twitch for this cute sneeze.
Okay, any of you who are not planning on going to sleep, like you should, all right?
Yeah, but sometimes people have different time zones and they can watch it if they're in California. Then
So
it's like
why
7
don't
o'clock for
you
them.
change it to like 7 or 8 o'clock?
No,
8
no,
o'clock?
because if it's 7 o'clock in California, it's 10 o'clock here.
Okay, wait.
You know, that's after dinner. Then they have time to watch it.
Okay, if you do it, let's say 8 o'clock here.
And I want to be famous
If you do it
because I want
8
to give
o'clock
love to the whole
here,
world.
it's like 5 or 6 over there. They're already out of school. Okay.
But it takes time if they're not working.
Honey,
If they have
everybody has a cell phone right now, okay?
Yeah,
So-
but they don't want to use their data.
Even if some people,
That's why
they,
people use Wi-Fi.
okay.
Wi-Fi.
So Wi-Fi. So educate yourself.
Wi-Fi.
Educate yourself. Educate yourself. Okay? That's my
Yes, Sophie, we know you have the same time as us.
okay, yeah, so that's good. And that's why I think they call it I think this used to be Eastern Standard Time here.
No, this is still Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, but it's called now, it's different. It's global, not global. They call it different now. So now I say New York time and Toronto time. Okay. So anybody can punch in New York. Okay. Oh, what time is in New York? Oh, this is
It's
time.
better if you just say, because there are different time zones in New York.
No, there isn't.
In the state of New York, there are different time zones.
That's why I put NYC, which is New York City,
Mm-hmm.
/ Toronto, which is the same time. Okay. So, get support. No one else will do it for you. So if you're going through issues in life, there's no one else.
No one else will do it for you unless you ask them to help you.
No one else can fix your issues unless you fix them yourself. Okay. Sometimes yes, issues get fixed or worsened by other people's actions. All right. If you want to fix things that are going on in your life that are not serving, a purpose of improvement, search how to do it. Okay, search online. We are still so super lucky that we live in a country where we have electricity, where we have water, where we have access to internet. Okay. Yes.
So Sophie says, I do have a memory loss due to any one of my disabilities. How is everyone's memory? Sorry, fast.
Super bad.
Yes, super bad.
Super bad.
Not good like the super bad movie, but like super bad.
There was a super bad movie?
Yeah.
Oh, was it a comedy?
Yes.
Okay. We need to watch it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You need to watch
Oh,
it.
we're watching it.
We'll watch it together.
Okay.
I can show you the movies.
Which is a lot more fun is watching it together.
Yes.
So I lost my thread. What was I saying?
Train of thought.
What?
You lost your train of thought. It's not called a thread, it's called a train of thought.
I'm teaching her new English every day.
It's not new English, it's old English.
Well, no, you're learning the phrases, the proper phrases. I'm teaching you the proper phrases.
Okay, so that's why it's good for I have the board because I can reread where I was at.
I want to hear
And
a bit
then-
of a funny story, Sophie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
switch.
So no one else can do it for you. So the same thing, going back to the story when I told you when I was younger, in my early 20s, when I felt so bad, and then I realized that nobody else is gonna make the change for me. Okay, so I had to take the responsibility, okay, of making the changes that I wanted in my life.
Well, because you can never change if somebody else wants you to change. You always have to change for yourself. Because it's not gonna stick if it's
And you
for
can only
somebody
do
else.
it yourself. Nobody can do it for you. There's
Exactly.
no matter how much somebody can try to change you, they will not change you unless you want to make that change. Okay, so
the thing is that they can never change.
so the thing is not to try to change other people, is to find how you can improve your own life. Okay,
Yes.
so educate yourself
And
online.
then the people that will align with your beliefs will follow.
Okay, thanks to the universe. I want to thank the universe again for all the things that we have already in our lives. And
Thank you, universe, for all my fur babies and my family and all my wonderful friends and my beautiful, gorgeous family. Mwah.
COVID. Anyway,
Well, Zina licked me, so I had to lick your face.
I think she's been home for a couple of weeks, so I'm safe. Okay, so make the change, make it happen. Okay, make it happen for yourself. Whatever it is that you're going through. Okay, always strive to improve your life. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna touch on food. Who's squeaking?
Zina.
Zina, stop squeaking.
Zina, come here.
So nobody can improve your life for you. Okay, sometimes yeah, we're talking about financial or whatever. Yeah, that can happen, but the actual real changes will happen when. No, sit down.
Sit.
He's too close to the camera, huh? Okay, and so so this is my point across. Okay, educate yourself, learn how, get support from other people, you know, to help you go through the changes that you want to go through, and whatever you need, always ask for help. Okay, always ask for help. You may not get it. If you don't get it in one place, you know, keep on
Look
asking.
in another place.
If you still need it, you know, sometimes you reach out to strangers to get more help
Okay, off the bed.
than excuse me,
Off the bed, Zina.
Virginia. Stop, stop. I can't do this when the dogs are. Can you stop? Okay, right now she's just no good. This is, we still have half a board to go. So I'm gonna go really quickly because I think we already like past 1 hour. She just moved the camera. Can you stop with that?
Give a
Stop.
cookie.
Thank
Give
you.
a cookie. So she can feel better.
No, you should have kept her over there. Not going all the way over there and getting her
I
excited.
didn't want her to get crumbs on my bed. So you can put the board back. That's
Okay.
it. I'm done with the cookies.
Okay, I'm gonna check if the camera is still on us.
Yes, it's still on us.
Oh, you can see it?
Yes.
Is it straight?
Yes, it's straight.
Okay.
See, look.
No, it's straight. Okay. Okay, guys. So going through remedies. Okay. So now to the part that's the essence of it all, because we've talked about the issues. Now we're gonna talk about how to solve the issues and the remedies. Okay. So apply positive behavior.
Also get plenty of sleep.
Positive thinking, mindfulness, and this is just listing some of the things that I have learned personally in my life. Okay, positive behavior, positive, positive affirmations. Okay, if it stop,
Zina,
go lie down now.
Debbie, lie down. Lie down.
You're not listening. And you
He's
better not touch
listening.
the
He's just
camera.
old. He's middle aged, remember? He's
Okay. So apply positive behavior. So positive affirmations. Okay. And good routine. Okay. So a lot of people, because of the pandemic, you know, their lives got turned around, and turned upside down. You know, there are many changes. So the normal routine, when that's disrupted, usually people tend to have a lot of, you know, problems emerge because of that. So let's say getting a new routine. Okay?
Mommy, I have a
Getting
remedy.
a new normal. Okay, so making a routine for yourself.
Wait, Mama. I have a remedy for stress.
Yes.
Sleep. As soon as you feel stressed, go to sleep. And then you're not gonna feel stressed anymore.
Okay, so that's next where you reading my board. It says adequate sleep. Okay.
No. That's just sleep. If you feel stressed, then sleep. Mama, look.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, that was pretty really loud.
Hola.
Okay, that was pretty really loud music. Okay, so adequate sleep, it is very important for everyone. Okay, for healthy people, for people who are going through issues, for people who have chronic disease and chronic illness, especially for epilepsy. Okay, so any of you guys, if you're still struggling with sleep, okay, go online and read on something that's called circadian rhythm. At which point you will find out that circadian rhythm and going with the way of the nature, which is staying up during the day while there's daylight and going to sleep
When it's nighttime.
when it's nighttime,
When it's dark.
is the best thing for your body. Okay, first
Yes.
of all, your body will produce melatonin at the right time. Okay, so for those of you who have a hard time sleeping, you know, dim your lights in the evening. Okay,
Or
don't
turn them off.
or turn them off. It will help you produce
Don't look
that
at your phone.
melatonin.
Don't look at any screens. Just go to sleep.
Yeah, the screens are not good. So
if you have all your lights off when you're in your bed, then it's not gonna take long for you to fall asleep.
exactly. Plus, you can always close your eyes, which also works.
Well, that's
wonders.
important. That's an important part of this, an important step of the process.
Okay, so winding down, which I was gonna talk about it later, but unwinding. So meaning from, let's say you were doing some activities during the day, so winding down as you're gonna go getting ready for sleep, reading a book as opposed to doing your dance exercise, like let's say an hour
I
before
have
you go
one.
to sleep.
I have one. I have one.
Um,
I have one. Can I say
reading
it?
a book, okay, listening to good, relaxing music,
Can I,
not a rock concert.
can I
okay?
say one?
Yes.
Can I say one?
Of
Okay,
course.
so like when I do stuff during the day that makes me like all hyper and stuff, then at the end of the day, and I take a shower, I take a warm shower, and then it relaxes me and it feels very good. That's how I feel like I can unwind, because then I relax, and then I feel like, oh, I'm ready for sleep now.
Warm showers, very nice. Okay, thank you, universe, for that. Thank you.
Thank you,
And
inventors.
so
for the warm showers.
I know that we already had Thanksgiving, and the American
Yep, but the
Thanksgiving
Americans is
is
November.
November 26th, is it?
I
I
don't
think
know.
November 26th. So we're gonna do something for the American Thanksgiving because it's mostly Americans that watch our show.
Well, there's gonna be something that I'm gonna be thankful for, but that's only if a certain thing happens
Okay.
on November 3rd.
Okay.
It doesn't say when Americans' Thanksgiving is.
It's 26th of November. Okay.
But that's
Anyways, I
that's
already checked.
that's on Thursday though. That's
So?
on the 26th is on a Thursday.
It doesn't matter.
Isn't the Thanksgiving supposed to be on a Monday?
No, they have a Thanksgiving whenever they want.
That's dumb.
Why?
They have no structure.
They choose whenever they want to. Okay? Like I choose when, okay, so guys, you have a choice. Okay? In life, this is my other life experience, and I want to get this point across. You always have a choice. Okay? Even if you feel like you have no choice, you always have a choice. You choose what's best for you. Okay? But
Oh,
you
it's always
have a
celebrated
choice.
on the last Thursday in November. That's why.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Oh yeah. It's on a Thursday. I remember last year it was a Thursday.
That's weird.
They had the big like online sales and like online stores.
Oh yeah,
for
that's why they have
Thanksgiving.
Black Friday. Because it's always the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's like the
And
best.
then Cyber Monday.
Those are yeah. Cyber
Okay.
Monday. Well, don't we have a Cyber Monday? We have a Cyber Monday.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but listen. So Sophie said that this is her funny story. She says, so I went shopping with mom in a store I know. Mom went to get something and I went down an aisle, then forgot where mom would meet me. I retraced my steps and found mom. This was the first time since I was a toddler that I got lost. I have a story for you, a very recent one. Our most recent trip to Costco, or not the most recent one because I only went in by myself, but the one before that, I think I went around Costco about 3 times before I actually found my mom.
First
And
of
that's
all,
a big.
as soon as we got in, Virginia went in a Speedy Gonzalez mode
Yeah, but
to
she
get
told me
to
where
her
she was.
section where she's gonna get her vegan stuff.
Okay, but
Okay, so she just like
Mama, the only vegan stuff
What-
is the
what's
Beyond
it?
Meat.
Roadrunner, like that was
Yes.
like that.
But the thing is, you told me where you were gonna be, and and then I was looking for it, and I
And you
couldn't find it,
Yeah.
and then it turns out you weren't even in that area.
That's
You
because
were in a different area. You were on the other side of the
no,
store.
I was there. I said I was gonna be.
You said you were gonna look at car stuff, so I went for the car stuff,
car
and then
stuff.
you ended up being where all the beans were.
What car stuff?
Yeah, you were looking at oils. You said you were looking
oil,
at
not
oil.
car oil, Virginia.
Yeah, you said you were looking at oil for the car.
See, she misunderstood me. I
Well,
said,
you were
I'm gonna be
complaining-
where the oil is. I didn't say
Yeah.
car oil.
But you were talking about the car before that, so I assumed it was car oil.
No, I was in the
So
where
that's
the,
my fault. I assumed it was car oil, that's why I got my loss. My got I blah blah blah. I got myself lost.
So okay, so Costco has this amazing variety of oils that you can get, you know, from
Because
like
they have all the oils.
super like good olive quality citrus olive oil to almond oil to avocado oil, which is
Money.
actually good for brain. So you guys, if you know, if you wanna get some special oils, and those are best used when they're cold, okay, so on your salads and stuff, okay. If you're using for frying, make sure you get oil that you can bring to like high temperatures, okay. That's for cooking.
Okay, but can I tell you something?
Yeah, of course.
You need to look at her.
Yeah, I was looking at her.
She's
This is cute.
she's laying down on my
And she's
leg.
like, look at mommy.
You can't
I'm
see
such a
her
good
head,
girl."
but you can see her head in the stream. But
She's looking and she's waving her tail and she's saying, "Mommy, look
well,
at
you
me.
can
I'm
see her
such a
wagging
good
her
girl."
tail.
Yeah.
You could see one of her ears this ear.
So okay, so adequate sleep. So we are on the same page with that, and that goes for anyone's health.
For anybody of any age.
Now
and
I
any
want to
size.
okay for people who have chronic pain, who have fibromyalgia. I only after like when as the day progresses, I'm in more and more and more and more pain. Okay, so even if I'm not doing much, my pain will increase throughout the day anyway. Okay, so if I sleep enough, I will get to the point where my pain lessens in the morning for me, and so that's how I know that adequate sleep is super important, because if I don't get that adequate sleep, I don't, my pain is still at such a high level that you know it's hard to deal with.
And
And-
this is where she was talking about this the other day, and this is where I made the joke that then you should sleep forever, and then you're gonna feel much better.
Okay,
But
so
then,
no,
but then that's where the phrase comes, "I'll sleep when I'm dead." And then she said that she used to say that a lot when she was younger.
Mhm. That was too busy to sleep anyways, and yeah, so
You thought you were too busy to sleep. You wanted to get everything done, and it came back to
like
haunt
I
you.
said, I did hundreds of things throughout the day, not one thing, and then you know that's it for the day. But okay, so on the sleep, we're done with that. Okay, no, I was just gonna say that sleeping too much. Okay, if you guys going through 12 hours of sleep, that's still good. But I think 14, 16, unless you're sick, like really ill, you're going through some
And
kind
unless
of
you're
bacterial
or you're
viral
recovering from an injury.
yeah. So yeah, so more than 16 hours or more than 12 hours is usually not recommended, okay? Unless I mean your body is just telling you, hey, I'm too tired. Because I've got to points like that when I felt like my body was I just slept through, I think like a day and a half. And that was because I was not well. And my body just said, hey, I'm not getting up. That's it. All right? So you let your body at that time when you need it, you just sleep it off. But normally, 12 hours works for Virginia. I would love 12 hours sleep. Usually I get, 7 or 8. I am good at 9 hours, okay? 9 to 12 hours.
Sophie thought
Which
it
I
was
can-
funny that while you were talking about sleep, I yawned.
That you.
Yeah.
So next scenario, okay? Next subject, get involved. So this is one of the other remedies. Get involved with friends, get involved in your community.
Get
So this is-
involved with your puppies.
So because of the pandemic, it may not necessarily be face to face. Okay, get involved in your community online. Okay, which is a safer way. I mean, if you absolutely have to, make sure that you're keeping that distance, that you're safe. Okay, with friends, the same thing. Do activities together. Okay, you can even do activities online
You
together.
can
with
play
friends.
you can play games online with your friends.
Exactly. You can play games. You can, what is it called? Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom.
Like, how do people connect? Like, I mean, a lot of people
It's like
connect on
Skype.
Facebook. So Zoom is like Skype, right?
Yeah, but like
You have
the
to
thing is, the host of the meeting, they give you a code for you. They give you a link, and that you put in that link, like you would
to the
put
people
in.
that you want to share it with, that you want to come on your Zoom.
Yes.
Okay, so it can be more than one person, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so Zoom, Skype. Do you have to pay for Skype now? Because I know like
No, I mean, you can pay for some features in Skype, but you don't necessarily have to.
Okay, because yeah, I think I used Skype like a couple of years ago. Yeah, but so Microsoft has started, charging for things, and
Because
so
Zoom charges for like big meetings.
oh, for big meetings. Okay, so not for small ones.
I think it's like if you have more than 9 people that you add to your group, then you have to pay for it.
Oh, so can you put like in Zoom? Can you put like everybody in like a little window?
Yeah, in a gallery.
Oh,
That's gallery
that'll be
mode.
something. You know what, guys? We could do something like that with different people.
But that's you have to pay for that.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll find out. I mean, at some point when we can financially afford it, we can set something up, and then we could have you guys, participate on something like that. I think that would be really cool. Okay, so this way we could have you guys. We can have interaction. You guys can voice your opinions, which would be super cool as well. Okay, and so getting back on track, get involved, friends, community, any type of support groups on Facebook. I mean, we have, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, leave us a comment under any of the videos. Okay, I don't check comments every day, but I do check the comments, and I do respond to the comments. Okay, so you guys can comment on under any video. We have a community tab as well. You can comment there. We have Facebook. Okay, you can comment on in our Facebook group, and we also have a Facebook page. All right.
Mom, what do you
The
think of
Epilepsy
Zena's new
portal.
pillow?
Oh, you're such a cute.
She likes
She's
Zena
a
likes
cutie.
my butt
Come
as
here,
a
Mommy.
pillow
That's a good girl. Come here, sweetie.
because it's very cushiony.
Okay. So get online because of this pandemic
Get
times.
online.
Get active. Okay, physically active.
That's
Emotionally active.
That's why exactly I
Socially
chose Uber
active.
Eats because
Okay.
if I'm doing my bike, then I'm making money by working out.
So yeah, I still don't like the idea because you had, like, I mean, she had no seizures for a long time, and then she had that one seizure, so I started getting concerned again. Okay.
Well, Mama, the thing is, you were always concerned. It's just you weren't really noticing
Okay, so
it.
now come here, because you're in front of Virginia. She's right in front of you. Okay. Not like that. Jesus. No, you're hurting her, Virginia.
No, she just wants to be standing.
Hey, no.
Okay, belly rub.
She says no.
Belly rub. Belly rub. Tell her belly rub.
Belly it up. Come on, belly it up.
Belly rub. Come on, belly rub.
Okay, so get active. Okay, get active. Exercise.
Give your
at
doggies
home.
belly rubs because
Get
then you will feel good.
exercise at home. Get exercise in your bed if you're bed bound. Move your limbs. Okay, get that lymphatic massage if necessary. Warm showers are good. Not bad so much for people with epilepsy. So always make sure that somebody is watching over you, that making sure that you're safe. Go out, okay? Get lots of sunshine. Vitamin D is super important, crucial. Now, as
And
I
if
already
you're in a
mentioned
snowsuit in the winter, like we would be, then you can wear one of those masks that it like covers your face from the wind, but you can also get the sunshine on your face.
Okay, yes.
You're gonna have a nice eye tan right here, the ski mask.
Yeah. So other thing, walk. Okay, if you can go for walks, go for walks. Do things that are fun. Okay, that you like. Some of you may like running, so if that's the thing for you, then that's what you should be doing. Dancing. Okay, now I
Playing
love
with
music.
your doggos.
Playing with your pets, not necessarily doggos. Some people have cats. Excuse me.
She's not. Mama.
She's erasing stuff of my.
She's not
my
erasing
board.
anything.
Yes, she is. Okay, so. Okay, next thing on the list is get treatment. Okay, so for some of you guys, if you're going through issues and you're going through depression, anxiety, and mental issues, okay, you may need help. Meds. You may need some support, some kind of therapy. So get the treatment. You can get the treatment online because of the pandemic. Be safe and get it online. It will probably be cheaper online than
What do you mean probably?
more than likely be cheaper online. Okay. I mean, for those of you who cannot afford to pay for it, there are support groups. Okay, there are support groups on Facebook that you guys can go on, and we have a support group. Okay, Real Excel Epilepsy Portal. This is for people with epilepsy. So we, welcome. You are welcome to come and join us. It's right now. It's still an open group, so it's public. Okay, I want to build. I want to build up the group, so I made it public.
The community.
The community, okay, and so it's public right now. So I think you're, almost automatically accepted. I'm not sure how that works. Oh, I still have to accept, but yeah. So just ask to be added to the group, and I'll do that for you guys. All right. Let me know if your Facebook profile is not like a profile that you had for a long time, and if you don't have much stuff on your Facebook, let me know that you were watching our stream on YouTube, okay? Because if the profile is brand new and I don't see much, I will more than likely not accept the what do you call it?
The
Request. The okay. So to be accepted, you must have your profile for over a year, and you must be active on Facebook.
And
right?
you must not be a fake person.
And not a fake, pictures of somebody else, because had a lot of those, and
A lot of people trying to scam.
yeah. So there are people who who do all kinds of things. So you have to protect yourself, and we try to do the best to protect you guys as well. Okay, so where are we? Therapy and meds and get treatment. Okay, so if for those of you who cannot pay for it, get treatment. Join groups, support groups online. Okay, and one of the biggest things a lot of people don't understand that our bodies are chemical. Okay, we are biological. We are also chemical. So everything that we eat and drink affects us. Okay, sometimes almost immediately. So if you guys are eating healthy foods, those are gonna be that give you building blocks for new cells, and they're healthy cells. Then that's what's gonna happen. Now, a lot of people are eating a lot of junk food, so processed food is bad for you, and chemistry directly affects us, our behavior and mood. So stay away from alcohol and substance abuse. I'm just gonna read this because my dog is underneath. from junk food, sodas, MSG, aspartame, sodium glutamate, and neurotoxins that are in food. So there are other neurotoxins. For those of
Leave
you,
it alone.
if you read the content of, let's say you're buying something, if it's on the shelf and it has a shelf life of a few years, you should know that probably there's so many chemicals in there that's not good
That
for
are
you.
to
Okay?
preserve it.
So I mean, always be careful what you buy. Yeah, I mean, to the point where you can only, decide if something is good if you read about it. Something hidden you don't know. Okay.
Or if you make it yourself.
Yeah, but still, like you could buy some vegetables and they could have like E. coli or pesticides or salmonella, which I mean, at some, in some instances there's, like salmonella.
Salmonella only really happens if they put chicken poop on it.
No, not just chicken. I
Well,
don't
animals.
I don't know,
These
but
problems
but
happen
yeah,
is
those
because
problems happen when they use
when they use
animal-
the animal stuff.
when they use animal. Uh, yeah, my brain is. I need to have
A little bit lower, Mama, because you're covering the
Yeah, sorry guys. My brain is getting slow, so I need my coffee. Wake me up. Okay, continue, girl.
I would
comment?
like. I have comments. My comment is
You have a comment.
I have
Isn't that
comments that
got your hair all over
if
me.
you're thinking that you're craving junk food like fried food, what I've learned is that it's usually fat, especially with people with epilepsy. Like fat helps for the brain to function.
Yes, and
And hang
and
on,
you
I'm not
need-
done yet.
okay, sorry, but sorry.
And so what you can do instead of eating junk fried food all the time, I mean, you can still have it once in a while, but once in a while is like once a month or so, or once a week. But like if you're craving that fat, then you should go for the healthy options like avocado or nuts like cashews. Cashews have a lot of fat, and you
Cashews,
shouldn't be worried
walnuts.
with the healthy fat. You shouldn't be worried about the fact that it has fat because it's not gonna make you gain weight because that's healthy fat, and healthy fat is good for you, and that's actually gonna help you lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what your body needs. So any healthy fats would be better for you than junk foods. I mean, it's nice to have junk food once in a while, but that's not an everyday thing that you should be having.
So if you let's say there's not enough fat in your diet, I would recommend getting cold pressed oils. Okay, so coconut oil, cold pressed. All right. Anything that's not cooked, so like unpasteurized things, and cold pressed oil. So you could go for olive oil is very good as well, and I mean there are other oils as well like almond oils and stuff like that. So you guys, choose something and you can put that oil on top of your food, okay, on top of your salad, whatever it is, or just on top of your food, because I mean at some point we had the omega oil, so Virginia would put that on pretty much in every meal, okay.
Yeah.
And that actually, you were using that when your seizures had stopped, you were putting omega oil on every single meal of yours.
Yeah.
And I just realized that
And we don't
right
have
now.
any more? Do we have any more?
We still have a couple of bottles, yes. Okay, so omega oil, healthy food, stay away from neurotoxins, okay? Those are really bad. They will cause seizures, okay? People are, we're still learning a lot about brain. We're still, even the best neuroscientists, they still learn about the brain every day and everything that affects us, biologically, magnetically, through the light as well, because a lot of people are affected by light. So, pay attention to those things and remember that everything, our environment affects us, okay? So, even excessive solar, uh, what do you call them? Solar
Solar
flares.
flares.
Those I know Virginia feels really bad on those days, and so do I. Okay, so people
Or when it's raining.
who already have health issues, they will feel debby. They will feel things in the environment. They will feel it in the weather. Okay, like I do. Moving next to listening to relaxing music, meditating, okay, unwinding before sleep, and to produce melatonin, okay, and dimming the lighting in the evening. So I already mentioned that. I just read it again. Okay, so prevention. Uh, preventing certain things, okay, and practicing mindfulness is very important, okay. So you guys, you want to avoid certain things, okay, like acting recklessly, all right, staying away from alcohol and substance abuse, because that will actually cause a lot of people to act recklessly. So staying away from it, it will definitely help. If you want a better quality of life, using anything that would suggest that you're gonna have, that's gonna become a habit, a bad habit, that's not good for you, okay? So be mindful. Uh, do not withdraw from fun activities. So I was gonna talk about fun activities. Painting. What is it that you like? What's your best fun activities that you? I know you like to go to restaurants and with your friends. But so other than, having to socialize outside, what are the best fun activities that you can do at home and safely, away from, let's say, in a pandemic?
The best fun activities I can do at home, I would say play video games.
Okay.
That's just a
So
personal
that's not for
choice.
everyone. So if you are sensitive to light, you're photosensitive,
Or you could read books.
I would not suggest playing videos.
Reading
Okay.
books is always good.
Reading books, yes. But I mean, like fun. Okay, so some people like to dance. You can put the music, you can paint, you can sing, you can just listen to it. Okay, so music is a good thing. What else? Drawing, if you like drawing. Okay.
Drawing.
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 Drawing. You don't pronounce the W.
Drawing.
Yes, there you go.
But there's a W there.
You don't pronounce the W.
Drawing.
It's silent.
Drawing.
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 It's like when you say Toronto.
If
You
it's-
don't pronounce the T, the second T.
It's supposed to be Toronto, not Toronto.
Yeah, but people from Toronto only say Toronto.
Toronto.
You don't pronounce the second T. It's like a
Okay.
Tobaco. You don't pronounce the K.
Okay, remedies. Stay in touch with your friends.
It's
Okay.
not a Tobaco. It's a Tobaco.
Stay in touch with your friends and your family. Build your network of friends, acquaintances, of people that you deal with, people that that you can connect with. Okay, every day, even if it is online. I have made a great friend on Facebook. Okay, actually more than one. Are super far away. They're both actually in California.
Hang on.
Yep.
Okay, so KKP says, has anyone looked into mugwort oil for seizure control? I have not looked into that,
Never heard of it.
but that is interesting.
We've heard of
CBD oil.
CBD oil, which is
Everybody tells me try CBD oil, even though I
Okay.
already tried it and it doesn't
So
help me.
there are so many different strains. If the oil is not correctly made, it will not help. It will not do anything for you. Okay, and there's a lot of companies that may even lie to people. So you have to be careful, like what your sources are, where you're buying it from. Make sure it's the proper combination of oil for your type of seizures. Okay, so anyone prescribing those oils, you have to go with a person who knows what they're doing. All right. What's the oil called again?
Mugwort.
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 Mugwort oil.
So that's something we can look into.
Excuse me. Yes,
And don't worry, she
And
doesn't
we-
have the coronavirus. Malaya
we will look into it. Now, I don't know if any of you guys are interested at some point in looking at some herbs. My voice just went weird. Okay, after the cough. So yeah, some herbs of for COVID and stuff. So I'm gonna be doing a video that I'm gonna post on my health channel, which is Real Excel Health. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so
yes,
you
you
can.
relax cell health.
I
That's
will
when you're
post it. I will post it in the community tab, so you guys can go. You will probably, if you subscribe, you will get the notification.
And
when
my
it's-
health channel is Virginia DG. So you know.
What is your Twitch channel?
My Twitch channel is Virginia DG. So you
Okay.
just go twitch.tv/Virginia DG and there you go. Ta-da.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so stay in touch with your friends, sleep enough. Do not shut people down. So if you have friends calling you, if they're not those super annoying friends or bad people or bad influences, then yeah, don't shut them down. Stay. Okay, so staying indoors all the time, 24/7 is not healthy. If you have a chance of, if you are not very mobile, get someone, to help you to get outside and go out as much as you can, okay? Staying outside and getting your vitamin D. All right, so I want to do something for you guys. We still do maybe some fun things in a little while, but I want to show you something that's gonna do a mood change. So instant mood change exercise. I have taught this to Virginia, and she remembers to do it once in a while. Okay, come here, Virginia. Sit up.
You mean the breathing exercise?
Sit up. No, sit up. Good shit. Okay, so guys, I want all of you. Okay, I want to take this off so you can.
Did you hear that?
Okay, lay down. Okay, don't play with her anymore because this is about the exercise. Okay, so I want all of you guys to do the same thing at the same time. All right?
Okay.
Sit up if you're lying down. Sit
We're
up
sitting
straight.
What's
Like,
up? Next.
put your shoulders back. Sit straight. And put the biggest grin on your face like you ever can.
How's this?
Okay, now try feeling depressed while you're keeping the grin on. Come on. It's going to be the biggest one. Come on.
It's even better if you use a goofy smile.
Even my dog is smiling. Zina. Look at her. She looks like she's smiling.
She thinks you're singing
Okay,
with
so
her.
put that huge grin. Come on.
How's this?
So, okay, many times, Virginia, when she saw me like down or depressed or whatever, she would come and she said, "Mommy, okay, smile," because I was like maybe in a bad mood or something. She said, "Smile, bigger, bigger, bigger," and then at some point we started both laughing. And that's one of the best mood changes. Okay, so if you're by yourself, sit straight up, shoulders back, and put the biggest grin on your face. Yay!
The goofiest, the better. The goofier, the better.
Okay, you cannot get depressed while you have that grin on your
Yeah,
face.
you
Okay?
cannot.
You can even look at yourself in the mirror,
Yeah, and that's even better because then you see your goofy face.
and then you're gonna be happy instantly. Okay.
You be
So
like,
that's
you be like this. You be okay. Here's the better. You do a reveal. You have the mirror over here, and you make the goofy face here, and you're like, and it's even better because then you can see your face. You surprise yourself with how funny it is.
Does she look like Anubis to me? No.
Yes, she looks like Anubis.
Okay. So the big grin. Come on. Reveal. Okay, one more. Reveal. Okay, I want to ask you guys, and I really want the answer to that one. If you would like me to put a series of Virginia's pictures throughout the years where she always made faces, because
You made all my pictures?
I don't think there's enough room on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, so 85, maybe 90% of the pictures that I have of Virginia is her. No, don't do that. It's her making faces. Okay, usually with her tongue sticking out, but other than that, it's like always like weird faces. So if you guys want that, I can put just one video of Virginia making faces. How is that?
Collage of my faces.
Yeah. Any answers?
Of what? Answers for what?
For that, if they want the okay, if you're not on the live stream,
Sophie says yes.
so yeah, okay, I think that would cheer up a lot of people. Okay, so yeah, I'll post. Yeah, I'll make a video of that. It'll take a couple of weeks, but I will, and I think that's actually a very good, that would be a good video, right?
Don't use all the pictures because then it's gonna be like a 3-hour long video.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so do you guys have any questions? Would you like to add anything to our video? Because I'm done with the board. I pretty much covered everything that I wanted to talk about today that I remember of. Okay, and then if you guys want to talk on a specific topic, please leave a comment below the video. Okay, or comment now if you're on the live stream. And let us know what you would like to, what your next, let's say, emotional support that you know that you need, that you're looking for, would be, right? Check. Huh? Okay, she's still reading. Okay, so I mean, we could cover, depression. Virginia would be, a really good person to talk about that.
I get depressed when I'm hungry.
I get. What do I get? I get like angry when I'm hungry.
Okay, so the thing is, when I
get irritated. Maybe not angry. I get irritated, like super irritated.
That's like from outside forces that make you irritated.
Okay.
But if there's no outside forces telling me anything, if there's nobody like around and like telling me to do stuff, then I'm just gonna be sad that I'm hungry.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so you know what? Okay, or let's say a video on like nutrition for epilepsy. Like, I don't know what you guys.
we could make a video of the mugwort oil.
Well, I will
Do
definitely.
research on
I will
the
look it up today. Like, I will look it up pretty much as soon as we're done, and I'm gonna see.
KKB says they get bitchy when they're hungry.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh, Mama, that's an understatement, but okay.
Yeah, so I mean that
We both do, okay?
that's a given. I mean, I have
That's why you
experienced
can't leave women hungry, because women we
women. What about men?
yeah, but men are moody. Okay, men are moody when they're
Oh, I discovered that
In
with
my
my father.
experience.
Together with my father, when we got like, we would have like super fights when we were hungry. Like, oh my god, and then we're like, oh my god,
So that's
we
why
have to eat. We have to eat. So yeah.
So that's why you're not bitchy anymore.
Just because I'm big does not mean I eat a lot.
Yeah,
That's a
unfortunately.
misconception for those of you who don't know.
Yeah, you don't eat enough. You don't eat enough of the stuff that would fill you up.
Okay, I think you meant.
I'm talking about the vegetables and
Okay,
the
so
stuff that would.
okay, so there's a huge misconception when it comes to food. A lot of people are overfed, undernourished. Um, More than anything,
When they
it's
don't
because
eat the nutrients that they need, then they don't get then the hunger doesn't go away.
yeah, guys, don't forget that the food that we have nowadays is like super fast grown food. Most of it is hydroponic, so it's just like water flowing, making the whatever DNA was there, maybe a few fake synthetic nutrients, throw in the water, to make the stuff grow fast, which is not a healthy way, because the best way is when it's grown in the ground, the soil converts yeah, the nutrients that are in the soil into the plant, and then you eat the actual live plant that's full of nutrients. Okay, the ground is usually depleted because of commercial growing, so people don't usually get enough nutrients. So that's why I was talking about eating healthy food, which is a variety of food, non-GMO, no MSG. Pay attention to your family members when they need your attention. What?
Okay, so KKP says our meds make us bigger as well.
Yes.
Yes, especially the epilepsy.
Yes.
They,
So-
it makes it very hard to lose any excess weight that you have, and also fascia. They say, "Oh my God, I get sad too if I'm hungry too long." Yeah, that's usually when I get sad if I've been hungry for too long. And they said, "But I'm also type 1 diabetic."
Oh, okay. So yeah. Yes. So why people get emotional because the sugars. Okay. So we have to have a certain amount of fat and sugar and electrolytes. Okay, to stay healthy. I mean, at all times. All right. So once something is missing from the body, that's when the body starts acting out. So it could be emotional, could be physical. All right, so guys, really pay close attention to making sure that you have that routine. Okay, so if you're out of routine that you used to have, make a new routine for yourself. When it comes to, Virginia has missed her medication already a few times, and I keep on telling her to put
An alarm,
an alarm.
but I have an alarm, and
you're not using it.
but the
because
volume doesn't go
I
up.
still have to come to her room every time and ask her if she took her medication. Okay, to make sure that she did. But she's lucky she has me, so I can remind her to have it if she didn't have it. Okay? Yes, honey.
I love you.
I love you too. So she tells me many times a day that she loves me, which is a wonderful thing if you have someone that can tell you that they love you. Yes.
You're the bestest mommy in the whole entire universe, and all of the universes combined.
Yeah, because when you said you're the bestest mommy, I was waiting for the rest. What? That's it?
So now you're expecting it?
Oh yes. It has to be the whole sentence now. Yes, I am.
You
Thank
didn't
you.
want this? You want this?
I know.
This is, I'm new.
No, no, stop.
But she wants to chew it. Now she wants it.
No, stop, Virginia. Okay, she's getting bored. So,
What do you mean? I was restless before.
so guys, yeah. So leave comments. If you have any questions, if you have any comments about the video, please make the comments. Put them in the comments section, okay? And I do read comments and I do answer them. So, you are welcome to, tell us what your issues are. I try to, if somebody has questions and stuff, I always try to, answer to the best of my knowledge and my experience to help you guys out. If you have any personal questions, you can, always ask, okay? So, are we gonna finish up, honey? Do you have anything? Can you check if anybody has any questions? Before we go, if anybody has any questions, or summary that you guys like to comment, and that would be wonderful. Otherwise, Virginia's already.
Pasia says, yes, my husband is always around, especially when I cook, because heat sets them off. But I usually have a fan going. So let's put on.
Or maybe she was talking about she was talking about something before that.
Well, she mentioned that she's diabetic.
Okay. Mood, so
Thank you, ladies. Have a great upcoming week. Take
Okay.
care, peace, and stay.
okay. Thank you guys for being with us.
Thank you.
All right,
Love you.
and we're gonna have more live
Gina's
streams.
giving you kisses too. Mwah.
Remember to put down what sort of live stream you would like to see. Okay, Debbie, stop that.
Debbie wants to be in the stream
Our
too.
other dog is moving the camera.
But
right
he
now.
wants. he
Okay,
wants-
so we're done because right now
But he wants
everybody
to
is
be in the
getting
stream
too
too.
excited, including Virginia.
I'm restless.
That's why she needs food. We need to fill up the tank. Really, come on.
That's my roar. That's my
Roar, really?
Yeah, I'm a lion.
Okay, thank you
Rah.
guys. Mwah, we love you. Okay, and see you in the next stream. Alright? Take care.
That's my roar.
Bad behavior.
That's my roar because I'm a Leo. I'm a lion. Rah.